Well, once more it's time for us to meet with some of the opinions that are helping to shape the future of the churches in Cumbria. Those opinions belong to some of the younger members of the church around the county. From different parishes around Cumbria, young people meet under the banner of the church's Youth Council. And over the past few weeks we've heard their views on gay relationships, on climate change, and this week it's leadership that comes under the spotlight. Now, leaders come in all sorts of shapes and sizes. Some are inspirational, others simply inspire distrust. So who are the good ones, and what does it take to be a good one? A few thoughts then on leadership and leaders in life and religion, and with us are Johnny, Kath, Andrew and Beth.
Someone that makes a good leader is someone that can control people. I can't think of anyone at the moment, but someone that can control lots of people.
Right, so in terms of politics, say, governmental leaders, there's nobody that really springs to mind as being good from your point of view?
I'm not saying that, but I can't think of anyone at the moment.
Oh dear, that's not very good, is it? Kath?
It is fairly obvious, but I think Tony Blair's a good leader.
So Tony Blair's a good leader. What about you, Andrew? In terms of, figureheads that we know about, who's a good leader?
I would agree with Kath, really, that Tony Blair, I think, over the 11 years he has been a good leader. He's tried to balance various problems that he's encountered, even though, yes, some of his decisions have been disputed by the country. I think he's done it with a fair head, and I think he's tried to do what he personally believes is... I know it's not... A leader shouldn't be someone who uses his personal feelings into his work. I think it should be somebody who listens to the voice of the people and gets that view and puts it through his policies in government.
It's maybe different for a politician, of course, because, as you say, they've got a mandate from the people. In terms of leadership qualities, who do you think, perhaps elsewhere, out of political life, Beth, shows themselves to be a good leader?
I have no idea. I don't really follow things like that, but someone who's, in control and caring, nurturing and such, and they listen to other people's opinions. Which leads us
nicely onto qualities of leadership, then. Caring and nurturing. Are those the principal qualities that you think that make a good leader?
I think they should be there. They are integral qualities that should be in a leader. They should also have, as Johnny said, control, be able to sort of get things done.
What about charisma, Kath?
I think it is important to have the people's favour, almost, just to have their support and stuff.
So somebody who could inspire, capture others' imagination. And Tony Blair does that for you, perhaps, Johnny?
Yes.
No, just for Kath, but maybe not for you. Okay, so within the church, let's talk about one of the sort of more controversial areas of leadership within the church over the decades, really, and that's women within the church. Beth, your thoughts about women in the church as leaders?
I think they should be, because the role of, say, a pastor or whatever is to be caring, nurturing, look after the sheep, and that's a very maternal sort of role. So it should be the women, personally, I think.
You speak from an informed viewpoint because you have experienced both maternal and paternal leaders within the church.
Yes.
Who's the better of the two?
They have different qualities.
That's a hugely diplomatic answer. Well done, absolutely. Andrew, good example then within the church. Women within the church. Do you think there are any good female leaders within the church?
Well, I can only speak from my personal point of view, and